Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says, in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4 and Valanciunas at the 5. McCollum and Jones are their guards. And it's Murphy in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Dylan Brooks out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in at the 5 spot.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And here's Morant. Pass to Bane from outside the arc. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Valanciunas. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Mark against Williamson. Pass to Jones. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to stand your ground. Had his feet set, took the hit, and got the call. That is a rugged defensive play.
Brooks against Murphy. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Connects, the jumper drops.
Every time we watch Brooks, that jump shot looks a little more natural and a little more consistent.
McCollum against Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Morant. And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last 3 years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
No good off the back of the rim. Jones against Jones. Count that one.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Brooks outside. The pass to Bane. From deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Now here's McCollum. His last outing, he had 8 points. Valanciunas passes to Murphy. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
On the wing, Brooks. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Taking a look at some stats for Jackson. The past month has been surreal. He's right around 13 points a night, 12 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
All shots he's changed just by challenging them. Such a luxury to have someone like this as your last line of defense.
Now here's Williamson. Some solid defense from Clark.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
McCollum against Jones. Outside, Jones. Back to McCollum. Passes it to Jones. Clock at 6, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he's a guy who would rather pass the ball off than take a bad shot. Completely unselfish. Unbelievable. I love the way he plays. Now here's Jones. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. Yep, that one goes. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
Good concentration by Jaren. A little contact on the shot. No problem.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
On the wing, Bane. Shot from 12. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D that time from Jones. Pelicans trail by 3. Here's Murphy over Brooks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And while it's still very early in the season, the top teams, Greg, have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
And he makes both free throws. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin. Out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
Now, here's Bane. Last game we saw him score 13. Jones for 3. Offensive rebound. 2 points. That one goes. Jackson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, this is what a diverse skill set buys you. Jackson with so many options after corralling the miss.
Here's McCollum. Driving inside. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Dishes it to Jackson. Outside, Bane. McCollum against Jones. And a wide open look for Bane. No good on the triple.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Pass to Murphy. Here's the dish to Williamson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Brooks. He's guarded by Murphy. Brooks misses. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And now another look at that great drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's a thing of beauty. Certain plays, almost no words. You just sit back and appreciate it.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. Jones finds Payne. And Jones sends it back. Stolen by Brooks. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
McCollum outside. Kicks to Valanciunas. Williamson against Clark. Free throw line jump shot. And it's Williamson missing.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
It's good. And it's 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Pass to Murphy. Williamson against Clark. Williamson kicks to Murphy. McCollum outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. It's good on the putback.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
The pass to Bain. To the paint. Here's Clark. That shot no good. Good D by Williamson. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Now here's Brooks. 11 points last game. On the wing, Jones. He is guarded by McCollum. Jones, the pass to Jackson. They grab their own miss. Brooks kicks to Clark over Murphy. No good from Clark. New Orleans in the lead. Now McCollum. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Bain. Williamson with the block. Outside Jackson. Three-pointer. No good there. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
A combination of unforced errors and just poor decision-making. They need to be much better in that aspect of the game this time around.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Green, the pass to Brooks. Here's Adams, guarded by Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. From 13, that one goes in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's Alvarado. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. To the inside, Valanciunas. And there it is for him. Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jones with it. Green deciding where to go with it. Adams down low. Guarded by Valanciunas. 5 on the clock. Brooks misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Jones. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. A minute 42 left to play in the first. Passes it to Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Feeds to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Flashing his vertical there. Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one. Good ball movement from Devontae Graham, noticing the wide-open teammate and getting it to him.
Outside, Green. Back to Jones. Williams, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. There's 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Aldama. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. A shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Knocked away. Here's Graham. Williamson outside. Here's Valanciunas. No good that time. Adams, some nice D. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Memphis shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he knocks down the first one. And so Jones nails both of them.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Green against Graham. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
An intelligent score in close. I like seeing Graham be aggressive from this area.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pelicans on top, up 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Hayes out there with Nance. Then it's Jones. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard position. Count that bucket.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. And here's Nance, following the three from Jaren Jackson. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Morant outside. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Williams. And here's Jones. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Here's Nance. It's rebounded by Memphis. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them. Jones in the post, working on Jones, and the layup's good off the glass. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for New Orleans. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
And here's Hayes after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. Jones, no luck. It's stolen by Jones, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jones has got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Payne for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Williams. McCollum's checked in for the Pelicans. Here is Daniels. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hayes trying to break through. And the rejection by Clark. On up the court. Brooks misses.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
That's easy work for CJ. He'll burn you anytime you give him a lane to the hoop.
Morant kicks to Brooks. And the pass to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks against Nance. Passes it to Morant. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Right side Bain. Pass to Clark. Just 5 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Nance. Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
No good on that one.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
And the second free throw, good. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Now, here's Bain. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum from deep three-point range. And again, Memphis no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Both good from the line that time.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Down low, on the wing, Daniels fires the three, connects from three-point range. Daniels has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. And so here's Memphis. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series, they took to 6 games, but yeah, it couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year, things will be different.
Now here's Morant. Last game we saw him score 13. A nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here is Daniels. Back to McCollum. He kicks it to Daniels. Jones for 3. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Brooks. He's covered by Daniels. Brooks up on top. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And the basket by McCollum.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Bain. 6 points for him. Brooks finds Clark. To the middle, outside for Jackson. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Pelicans leading by 12. Here's McCollum. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Brooks. Outside, Green. Now, here's Valanciunas. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable... Oh!
Yes.
Goodness.
Unbelievable hang time, giving the crowd its money's worth. Go ahead, Zion.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Outside, Green. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Devontae Graham's checked in for the Pelicans. Now here's Morant. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. To end the run. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Williamson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Man, Zion Williamson is different. A big man who possesses incredible explosiveness and power.
Good on both. Now Morant. Now a timeout called by Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
To stop the drought, Brooks with the bucket.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Graham the pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Graham. They get it back. The second chance effort. And it's Williamson missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
McCollum dishes to Murphy. Green against Graham. McCollum outside. There's the pass to Williamson. Baseline try. Here's Valanciunas. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Valanciunas has got 6 points.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint. And on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
Outside, Green. Passes to Aldama. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson, the pass to Graham. And no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
McCollum kicks to Murphy. Valanciunas against Adams. Williamson trying to free himself up. Valanciunas, good. 8 points for him.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Morant looking around. Brooks with the bucket.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
McCollum against Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Over Morant. New Orleans moving it around. It's a hand on it. Williamson on the follow. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
Next level strength and athleticism. Zion making his presence felt on the offensive glass.
The Grizzlies have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from Morant.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Williams comes in for Brooks, and Jones subbed in for Green. And a change for the Pelicans. Alvarado's checked in. Both free throws good from Morant.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Devontae Graham's skills as a three-point marksman are impressive.
GA, the stat sheet says it all. Multiple seasons he's been in the top 20 for three-point makes. And he loves to find those daggers from three.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Graham.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And Graham drops them both. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
Both free throws good from Morant. There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Alvarado. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Williamson. The rebound by Steven Adams.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Morant. Here's Alvarado. He dishes it to Graham. Pass to Alvarado. Just 5 on the clock. Off target at the rim. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Taylor Jenkins is here with us in the second quarter, Coach. Tough sledding at both ends of the floor. How do you fix it?
You know, it hurts our offense when we're not able to get stops and get out and running. So not a good quarter for us. We just got to keep being aggressive defensively and be a little bit more disciplined.
And we'll see if that can pick up as the game continues. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shaq, what'd you think about what we saw from New Orleans?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Right now, this game is being won and lost on the glass. When another team is out-muscling you, sometimes you have to run more guys to the backcourt. Quantity can match quality if you can also be aggressive going after the basketball.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Pelicans leading by 11. The pass to Jones. McCollum outside. Clark against Williamson. And the shot is good. Williamson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pelicans.
Zion just overwhelms the competition. Unstoppable here.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Passes it to Brooks. Clark trying to get open. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Brooks.
A big-time ISO player in college. Brooks has shown the ability to play off the ball at this level.
Pass to Murphy. Inside, stolen by Jackson. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Moran finds Brooks. Down low, Jackson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 16 points for Jaren Jackson.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
First one falls for him.
CJ has always been a gifted scorer, but he's shown significant improvement as a playmaker, which makes him even more dangerous with the ball in his hands.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
McCollum against Morant. McCollum passes to Murphy. To the middle. Clark against Williamson. And here's McCollum for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot's good. McCollum's got 18 points in the game.
This is why you have to stay attached to C.J. McCollum. He can bury it from anywhere on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Nance comes in for Williamson. Outside, Bain. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Morant kicks to Bain. Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Five to shoot. The 3 from Morant.
Dickey defender, CJ all over his man.
No good from Clark.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Now here's Jones. 8 points for him. Murphy can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And slam dunk by Clark.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Here's McCollum. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Nance against Clark. And the rejection by Jackson. It's Murphy outside. Offensive rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So skilled at drawing contact. I like when C.J. McCollum plays with aggression.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
That free throw missing. The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
Danny Green, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So he comes up empty at the line. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. A 12-point game. Back to Morant. On the wing, Green. Back to Morant. Here's Jackson. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line. So it's the Pelicans now. They led by as many as 18 points. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Jones finds Nance. McCollum outside. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
They get it again. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. New Orleans leading by 11. McCollum outside. On the wing, Jones. Back to McCollum. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bain with it. Jones covering. Wound up there for Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Alvarado. Outside, Jones. They need this one. And the rejection by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alvarado.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Bain passes to Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Grizzlies have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Ja Morant. Good on the second free throw. Here's Alvarado. Pass to Daniels. Nance outside. Now the pass to Alvarado. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Clark, and Jones sends it back. Here is Daniels, guarded by Green. Passes it to Alvarado. To the inside. Here's Hayes. Nance trying to break loose. Trying to get something going. The shot's good from Hayes. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Clark, the pass to Green. Here's Adams. Pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Jackson's got 18 points.
And for Jackson, it's about staying after it. This is what allows him to catch fire.
Left side, Jones. Pass to Daniels. Over Green. Tries again. Nance. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. There's the feed to Adams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Throwing his weight around in the painted area. Steven Adams doing damage.
Here's Alvarado. To the paint. Here's Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 10.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Aldama's checked in, and it's Williams in for Brandon Clark. Devontae Graham's checked in for the Pelicans. Jones up top. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Graham. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Bain. And there's the pass to Aldama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pelicans leading by 8. Here's Alvarado. Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Adams, the pass to Bain. That's tipped. And now the Pelicans on the break. And it's Graham missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
From 13, here's Aldama. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Jones with the bounce pass. Nance finds Graham. Hayes trying to break through. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Adams down low. Covered by Hayes. The kick out to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. Count that one.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Graham surveying the floor. And they're moving it up. Williams with a clean look. Off target from outside. And so Graham will bring it up for the Pelicans. They led by as many as 18 points. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. We've got 33 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Alvarado. Guarded by Morant. Jones kicks to Graham. Clock at 6. Outside, Jones over Williams. And the Pelicans miss again. Outside, Bain. Dishes it to Morant. Goes up on the high post. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Trailing here by 8. So the Pelican 5 right now. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4. And Valanciunas at the 5. Then there's McCollum. And it's Alvarado in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Brooks. And they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And the toughness of Brooks on display. Not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Schmidt. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And the first one drops.
When you think of Dillon Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Pelicans leading by 6. McCollum outside. Pass to Alvarado. Back to McCollum. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Gliding down the lane. McCollum with the hard finish.
They get a hand on it. Murphy with the steal. Clark against Williamson. McCollum passes to Murphy. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Another shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
That little pump fake from Valanciunas can be deadly. The defender had to respect it.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
He's a big man who plays to his strengths. Valanciunas offers a lot of grit and toughness.
Valanciunas hits them both. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Morant against McCollum. And it's Morant missing. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Murphy can't hit.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Brooks with no one around. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Williamson throws it down.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
The Grizzlies trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brooks, the pass to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Picked him clean. To the inside. McCollum. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Morant kicks to Bane. Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 6th assist on the night.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half. Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. A three ball. Jackson passes to Clark. No good on that one. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. A steal. To the middle. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Morant.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Feeds it to Williamson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Morant. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. McCollum against Morant. Now here's Valanciunas. Defense right on him. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Morant kicks to Brooks from 12 feet out. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Alvarado passes to Williamson. Pass to Murphy. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Brooks.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. Down low.
We're seeing the two-way talent of Zion, and he's only going to get better.
McCollum passes to Williamson. Over Jackson. Williamson kicks to Murphy. Over Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He's so good at scoring inside. You know Valanciunas can get to the line.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. So he gets them both. And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for Memphis. 11-point game. And the pass to Brooks. Clark outside. In the corner, it's Payne. 6 to shoot. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's McCollum. Kicks it to Murphy. Back to McCollum. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
And he makes the first. Jones checked in for the Pelicans. So McCollum nails both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Inside, here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist in the game. McCollum outside. Williamson against Clark. Williamson, the pass to Jones. They get the rebound, and Williamson throws it down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Clark, the pass to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. And it's Memphis with another.
Nice play, and credit Jaren for being shot ready. He knew the play was coming to him, and he knocked it down.
Now here's McCollum. Passes it to Murphy. Williamson against Clark. McCollum right side. Outside, Jones. Latrey. Here's Williamson. And another shot. And finally they hit one. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Morant. Outside, Bain. This one for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second. I don't get it. He was so efficient in the first half, 0 turnovers, but since the break, he's been a disaster.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Brooks. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's McCollum. Williamson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 13.
An absolute monster on these. Failed to block out Zion. That's what you can expect.
Pass to Brooks. 3-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Brooks has got 12 points in just the second half.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. During Desmond Bane's first season, Greg, he shot over 43% from three-point territory.
And that was top 10 all time for a rookie. And Bane's three-point numbers went up in his second season. From the start of his career, Desmond's been a premier shooter.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to catch the message Willie Green gave to his team. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jones, no luck.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 10 points for Desmond Bane.
Look at Desmond. Exclamation point on the fast break.
McCollum passes to Williamson. Back to McCollum. Shoots over Morant. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Clark. Bane with it. Jones covering. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
You know, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Jaren Jackson, I think about his mobility on the defensive end. He can dart out to the perimeter shooters and recover to the paint better than most guys his size.
Jackson hits both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Jones looking for an opening. Williamson right side. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Some solid defense from Clark. Brooks against Murphy. Offensive rebound. Clark. They shoot again. He can't hit that time. Good D by Jones. Here he goes. That one's not going to go. And it's Memphis the other way. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Morant against McCollum. Williamson left side. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Williamson's got 12 now in this quarter. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're up by 8. 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Williamson. To McCollum. Williamson trying to free himself up. McCollum no good. Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Morant against Williamson. Williamson with the block.
Though he's a humble guy at heart, there's entertainment value to almost everything Zion does.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Floats one up. Kept alive. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 6 points in the bucket from Jackson.
Love the shot selection Jaren Jackson has, especially from the interior. It's why he's so efficient.
McCollum outside. Now the pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas crossed the double. Shot clock at 3. Scooped up. Second shot opportunity. Here's Williamson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. The first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They're behind by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
It's stolen by Jones. McCollum against Morant. McCollum outside. Jackson against Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Here's McCollum. It's Clark with the rebound.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be. A big shot maker in college, Brooks has proven his value in the biggest moment.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Over in the corner, Green fires from deep, nails the triple.
Ice water, baby. Game's on the line. Give it to someone who's been there before.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set of screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.